IGN's coverage of Comic-Con 2019. Based on the epic graphic novel series, ABC is launching a new show called Stumptown, introducing us to a former Army vet turned investigator with a gambling debt and a complicated love and family life. And in the midst of all that, she's trying to fight crime and not make Portland's cops too mad. We have the cast in studio with us to chat about the show. Welcome Cobie Smulders, Jake Johnson, Cole Sibus, Michael Ealy, Adrian Martinez, and Tantoo Cardinal. Yay! So I have the comic book up here with me, and Cobie pointed me out that this is actually Jake's character.
Yeah,
We
took some liberties. We're going a different direction, but doesn't he look pretty?
Yeah, I actually think quite.
Don't I always look pretty?
True.
Thank you.
Love it. But I would say more of a striking resemblance to you, though. Just personal opinion.
You are a sleuth yourself.
There you go. So what can you tell people at home who are not initiated with Stumptown knowledge? Like, what can you tell them about the comic book?
You did such a great introduction of it. Like you described our show more eloquently than we have the entire day.
Aww.
But you were correct in the introduction where I play a Portland PI. And I am an Army vet, and I'm struggling with addictions and PTSD, and this is sort of my makeshift family. Aww. Cole plays my younger brother. Gray and I play friends that grew up together, and he also sort of helps me be the guardian to Cole, and then these fools.
These fools, right?
Then these fools over here. But yeah, it all takes place in Portland, which is rich in diverse, interesting characters who will come up over the show.
So what can you guys tell us about the source material? You know, like, is this really going to be emulating the comic book, or is it just kind of going off on its own?
I think they used the source material to launch from it, but we were with Greg Rucka, the guy who wrote it last night, and he said he really wants us to expand, and he's really excited for the writers to create. But I think the tone and the spirit of that comic is what drew us all to the material. But now we're going to create a show that hopefully has a lot of episodes.
And there's only 4 of those.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's many more stories to explore in this world.
Okay, very cool. So we got a lot of people up here. Tantoo, I thought we would start with you. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your character, and then we can just go down the line. Really cool name, Sulin Blackbird?
Sulin Blackbird.
I love it, okay.
Yes, she owns a casino, and she's on the board of Confederated Tribes. So she's heavily immersed in this indigenous world that we don't have a lot of opportunity to see in the mainstream. So, and Dex is her PI of choice because she doesn't really want the cops around all that much. They're a little nosy. And so I have this whole world that's going to be pouring off into Dex's world, I think.
Okay. Adrian, the publicist just said that your character's name is Tookie, and he's a taco truck driver.
Yes, he is.
Is that a good summary?
But so much more.
Okay, tell me more.
Scratch the taco surface. He's also the guardian angel, in my opinion, of Dex. Like when Dex has an issue, when I think she's going too far, I feel like I'm the guy that has to bring her back to earth. I love her like a brother, and that's the angle, the emotional hook that I'm gonna hang my hat on, because you have to find something that's emotional to connect to if you're going to drive the character through season after season. And and he has deep personal dark secrets.
Oh.
Which I can't tell you because it's a dark secret.
Oh, looking right at the camera for that. So guardian, angel, taco truck driver. Got it. Okay, What about you, Michael? How are you going to follow that up?
I can't. I can't. I play Detective Miles Hoffman, and I'm basically, I come in contact with Dex in the pilot, and we start to learn how to work together, so to speak, and we learn how to find an admiration, or mutual, I guess, connection, admiration with each other for what we do.
There definitely seemed like some animosity when I watched the trailer, so there's some tension there. Can you hint about what's going on?
Well, okay, so she's kind of messy, and she has these ideas that are kind of like strange to me because most people don't have the instincts that she has, and I think he recognizes in her that she actually has what it takes to do the kind of private investigative work that needs to be done.
Okay, and Cole, you're next. Tell me about Ansel.
So Enzo, I play Enzo, the younger brother of Dex, who's playing Cobie. I get to play soccer. We have the same thing. In real life, I play soccer.
Awesome. I love it.
It's same thing in my same script.
Very cool. Jake, what about you? What can you tell us about your character?
My character grew up with Cobie's character. I work in a bar, I own a bar, and Cole's character works with me. And so I get mixed up in this world a lot. And that's what I can tell you.
And I basically described your character already, unless you want to give it a go.
I know, you did.
You good?
Great.
Okay.
You did great. If you can put that teleprompter up again, I'll do it.
Yeah, read that again. Yeah.
I gotta memorize that.
Right? I actually worked really hard on the intro.
You did.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
But I do want to talk to you both about, you guys are bringing some comic book prestige here, right?
Oh.
We got Agent Maria Hill,
Yeah.
Shield agent, and then Spider-Man himself. So how is Stumptown different than the MCU and the Spider-Verse?
Well, I think for me, in the Marvel world, and speaking to the character of Agent Maria Hill, this is a woman who's like very highly trained, and there's aliens and stuff too, but the character of Dex, she is ex-military, but we're talking like a decade ago. She's not necessarily gonna be like, she's doing action sequences, but she's not great at them. And I don't think that we see often on television that messy of a fight, and it's extremely realistic. This is a woman who comes up against men who have 100 pounds of muscle on her, so she has to get extremely inventive about how to level the playing field, whether it's certain moves or if it's using objects to kind of take them out. But it's going to be really messy, and within that, within the mess, she's fumbling and she's stumbling, but she's falling down while swinging.
Jake?
How is this different than Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I know what connects it is that, and what was one of the things that was attractive about this is they're both based off comics, and comics have such if you love a comic, you really deeply love it, and so I hope that the fans who love comics will find this show, and I think that was something that was attractive about it, because Spider-Verse really connected me to the Comic-Con world as to see the audience and to see how tense it is, and I liked that.
All right, thanks so much, you guys. Stumptown, it's on ABC this September. And coming up next, anime. More IGN Live at Comic-Con 2019 when we get back.
Thank you very much.
You guys are great. No, you guys are great.